Welcome to a journey across the most bewildering landscape of all, a past that never was. Here, the currents of time have shifted, giving rise to extraordinary yet entirely inexplicable historical species. Join us as we explore the strange moments in altered history and try, desperately, to make sense of it all. Our subject is the planet Earth, specifically a divergent timeline in the mid-2010s. For all its technological sophistication, the dominant species, Homo sapiens, remains remarkably susceptible to the allure of absolute power. This susceptibility would in 2015 attract the attention of a predator of cosmic scale. This is Darkseid, the Lord of Apocalypse, a being synonymous with tyranny itself. Having arrived on Earth alone, his armada wisely left in orbit perhaps, he surveyed the political landscape and with the mind of a master tactician made a most chilling calculation: conquest by military force was utterly inefficient. Why destroy a civilization when you can simply persuade it to choose its own overlord? His pursuit of the anti-life equation now had a new, more elegant vector: the ballot box. The Constitution of the United States, designed to safeguard against homegrown despots, was swiftly neutralized. Under an atmospheric pressure, a palpable, chilling will emanating from the new god, the legislature was compelled to waive the natural-born citizen clause. Darkseid was registered to run. The campaign began not with a formal rally, but with a calculated act of pure celestial rudeness. A rival candidate, known for his own flair for the dramatic, attempted a high-profile announcement. But as the human descended the ceremonial escalator, Darkseid materialized from the shadows, his voice amplified to a telepathic thunder, drowning out the mortal's speech. The god of evil was not just running for office, he was immediately asserting total dominance over the political narrative. The campaign trail saw Darkseid engage in the utterly bizarre ritual of the talk show circuit. Here on the Conan and Oprah show, we see the Lord of Apocalypse attempting to grasp the nuances of human-generated humor, treating the entire process with visible, almost divine disdain. His appearance on these shows was not to charm, but to normalize his frightening presence, to insinuate himself into the fabric of daily life. And then, the ultimate test, the arbiter of human conscience, Oprah Winfrey. In this famous encounter, Darkseid offered no apologies, no soft edges. He spoke of absolute obedience, of a universe finally stripped of the painful illusion of free will. Yet, the audience, mesmerized by his raw authority, found themselves strangely compelled. Darkseid was not selling hope, he was selling the ultimate, effortless end to struggle. Not all accepted this new order so easily. On the Colbert Show, a brief moment of mortal defiance flared. The host, questioning Darkseid's tyrannical promises, dared to interrupt the new god. The result was instantaneous. The sheer wounded pride of a god, channeled through his terrifying will, caused the live broadcast to cease permanently. The fate of the host remains unknown, but the message was clear in this election. Criticism was not a sign of a healthy democracy. It was a cosmic offense. He progressed to the final stage of the democratic ritual, the presidential debates, with his primary political rival sidelined by his earlier audacity. Darkseid stood opposite the final remaining mortal contender, There was no policy discussion, there was only Darkseid, embodying the terrifying primal yearning for ultimate order. His Omega beams, usually reserved for the destruction of worlds, were now focused not on the flesh, but on the very will of the electorate. The culmination of the campaign was this chilling spectacle in the heart of New York City. The populace, having been meticulously conditioned by media appearances, debate performances, and the sheer terror of his presence, gathered to celebrate their impending master. The image of the god of tyranny standing amidst his ecstatic subjects, accepting their voluntary servitude, is the perfect harrowing epitaph for this period of history. Darkseid won the election by a landslide. The ultimate power was not taken by force, but given willingly. The anti-life equation had found its most potent expression, a human political mandate, and on that day, democracy ceased, and the age of apocalypse began.